Let us look at this thing from another perspective. If we stop importing fuel, will it be good for the Nigerian economy? Taking every other thing into consideration. Let's say it wouldn't look as if Dangote is going to have a monopoly. We have competition. We have other people that are refining fuel in Nigeria, and we decide, look, we are not going to import fuel anymore. What are the advantages of that kind of decision?
I don't see any advantage to it. We have to first think about it this way. When the president said Nigeria first, Nigeria is not a geographical expression. Okay, maybe I will not describe Nigeria as a geographical expression, but the Nigeria we have today is the representation of the people. So we have to think about what is best for the people first, not what is operating within Nigeria. So when we are now talking about, what is, this stopping the importation of fuel, you guys were talking in the studio about meter. You know that one of the reasons why the meter is cut is because there's a cabal that was even attacking President Tinubu when he was trying to get meters to come into Nigeria from Germany, saying that we should always buy from us. So this is what they do. This is the history. Go and look at all our businessmen. Read about them on Wikipedia, anything. A lot of them got exclusive rights at the expense of us, of you and me. We've been brainwashed to believe that Dangote Refinery is our father's property. No, it belongs to Dangote and his shareholders. What belongs to you is your ability to put fuel in your car and get it without going through any form of hassle. And that is what the job of the president should be. The duty of the president is not to ensure that Dangote makes money or Nigerian businessmen make money. His duty is to ensure that the environment is good so that should they do good business, they are going to make money. And that is what the president has tried to do with all this liberalization move. But if he should go and give Dangote that, he has just served into his hand. And I'm pretty sure they are going to use it because, like I've always said, the elite are not happy with this dollar unification. And they are going to wield their power. And that is why, I know you probably guessed I was going to mention this about food that I have been talking about. Let us think about it this way. Fuel is food for machine. Food is fuel for human beings. Now, think about the fact that Dangote is trying to let us ban importation of the food for machine. Think about the impact it will have on our economy downstream. Imagine if we had now put maybe 70% import duty on the food for machine, like we have on rice, flour, sugar, and all these other things. What would be the effect? That scarcity, that severe starvation. What you need is competition. Competition will make you to go under the stress that you need to innovate. And I'll give you an example in history, not long history, just about 10 years ago, when the Saudi and the United States were having price war. The Saudis decided that they were going to flood the market with a lot of petrol so that American fracking, because America is a high cost producer, that American fracking will not be productive. So they wanted to crash the price. But guess what the Americans did? Yes, some people lost jobs in that sector, but just for a little while. They innovated, they discovered that instead of drilling their own down, they could drill it horizontally, and they made so many other innovations that made sure that their fracking was still productive. At the end of the day, Saudi Arabia had to tap out, and now we don't have OPEC alone, we have OPEC plus, because everybody has realized that we now all have to work together. So those innovations were based on the Americas. America was able to survive. They had that risk tolerance because of their innovation. Now, if as the Americans said, no, block the importation of Saudi Arabia fuel, block the importation of OPEC fuel, who is going to suffer it? We have blocked the importation of food into our economy right now, into our country right now. Who is suffering it? If you go to Cotonou, you will eat cheaper than you eat in Nigeria. If I was living in Idiroko, I will be going to Cotonou to have my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and coming back to Nigeria to sleep at night. Because that is just the reality.